Hey, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to another edition of Twitter Tech Roundup. First, Bam, and then joined by my homie, the one and only Charles Thorin.
What up?
And hope you guys have been enjoying the content thus far. You know, we've all been working hard to bring this stuff to you guys. So go ahead, please be sure to like, follow, subscribe, and click that bell icon so you don't miss out on anything. And especially in the coming weeks, man, because we got some tech to show you guys. And what are we going to show the people today, Charles?
Well, so today for Twitter Tech Roundup, of course, Kazuya just came out. So, everyone's posting on Twitter. Everyone's got their zero to deaths. We're here to show you some real ones, and even kind of break down some of the methods that go behind it, like what makes it possible, what are the strong moves you should be looking out for, maybe even some of the combo starters if you are a Kazuya player and you want to know exactly what you want to hit, and even some of the tech too. There's a bunch of movement tech with this character. And there's even some crazy infinites too. I know even in one of them, Gamer has one on Inkling already, which is pretty crazy thinking about how early it is for all this stuff to be found out.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we're going off one of the first zero to deaths here, and this one is super sick. It's something, of course, Charles, you noted. The fact of the matter is that he's not using electric, which clearly is one of the best moves in the game. Easily, but being able to do this with the wild rising attack, for you guys who don't know, in Tekken there are moves when you crouch and as you slowly get up, you press a button and it'll do a unique attack, and that thing does crazy stun. I love that he's getting that landing fair, trying to get the maximum frame advantage, and then you just blow up with that rate.
Yeah, of course it's on my boy Fox. Crazy. Of course it's on Fox. Another losing matchup for my boy. Didn't roll too great on the DLC roulette, but yeah, I like this one a lot because one, you're using Rage Art. Rage is a lot harder to hold on to overall, comparatively to Terry, but you still want to be able to cash out. I feel like most people right now are just kind of they just cash it out for damage, but here's a really good setup to get a kill off of it at zero, especially off of an aerial. It's very practical, and again, I mean, just using a lot of these stun moves, the from the rising crouch attack, you get that massive stun, and you go right into the down smash, which is almost, the down smash almost feels like the electric attack in a sense where where you're setting the opponent up. So incredible damage, and I think this zero to death particularly stands out to me the most because it doesn't use electric.
Yeah, no, that's definitely huge. So for you guys out there who are still trying to learn your electrics, you got to learn that move because that's definitely what puts Kazuya to the top. But at the same time, get these down as well, right? Because this is something that's can be done far more consistently, and I think that's the key thing, provided if you have rage. So you got to know these. Oh, that! I'm sorry, man. The combo looks so sick, bro. That combo list looks so fire. I'm sorry, Fox, but dang, this fool is moving.
Yeah, it's really good, and like you said, practicality is the main thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we see electric, and the one thing I really like about this showcase is it's showing how drastic, or actually maybe not, it's not as drastic, but there is a difference. Here's the DI out, you can cover it with forward smash. Forward smash is definitely, you want the tipper part of it. If you get the close-up hit of forward smash, it doesn't, there's clearly knockback distance, and then with the DIN you can cover it with up smash. So this is really interesting. The stun is happening at a little later percent, he gets the stun at around 60ish, 61. But yeah, I mean, I think this is very important for both counterplay and for Kazuya players to just kind of understand where your opponent's options are after the electric, right? So many zero to deaths we've seen involve electric. Electric, in my opinion, is probably his most strongest move, and it is a core concept of the character.
I know, without a doubt, that you gotta have those on deck, man. We're gonna be saying that a lot through the video, and get used to it, man. It's easily one of the best moves in the game, and it's showing here why, right? Even the thing that's cool too is, so for those of you who may not know, when you are playing against a character, right, and they do get into that stun state, you can kind of tell based on how they're kind of jiggling a little bit, right, where they may end up going. So that's kind of helpful. I do like that he's showing that in different cases depending on the DI. One thing to note, though, I do think there may be a situation where you can kind of initially DI out and then come in slightly once the stun is over, and the up smash may whiff because it doesn't have a huge horizontal hitbox. So that's important to note there. But this is crazy, man. Look, you're getting killed off a crouching jab. Move's not insanely fast, but that's reward. 60s.
That it's an inkling dash. You're doing inkling dash into electric stun into like a charge smash tech. Pretty wild move. Another thing to note as well is you can tell where your opponent is DIing if you're looking at the blue line. So a lot of people don't notice this because it happens so fast, but since the electric stun is so long, you see this blue line at around the center of the character pointing. It's essentially like showing you which direction they're going to get launched. So that's part of the game, but like you just don't see it often. But since the electric stun is so long, that blue line is very visible. So yeah, so this is just really interesting to see. Obviously, we're not breaking down like a exact 0 to death, but I think this is more important to like digest and go over because like just the different angles that can be sent is so important.
Yeah, I mean these are your standard B&Bs right here, right? Like you said, like you see him doing it out of the crouching jab, but more likely than not, this is something that you're probably going to just be setting up raw out of the crouch dash, into electric, which is a safe move. So it's like if you get the hit, you have time to actually look at the DI lines and see where you want to go to get the maximum punish and kill. And if you don't get the hit, well, then you're safe. So, go pressure.
GG's, ma.
Yeah, keep going. Don't stop. All right, so now we got my boy, the young Gims, man, always winning.
He's always winning.
He's showing here, yeah, he's always winning, free. And you can see that right now, this sick-ass 0 to death, right? He's running this infinite back. And so this, before anyone freaks out, I mean, yes, Ish is legit, it's crazy. But it happens because of things, of course, the side B just being an insane move, and the fact that he used footstool right at it and canceled his aerial momentum. But two, also because Inkling, just for whatever reason, has a longer duration through the hit stun footstool animation, right?
Right.
So the character is just going to be there long enough for you to actually go and run it right back. So this is unique to Inkling. The same thing can be applied to get some other combos versus other characters, so it's important to note that as well, but it won't be an infinite. But damn, this is wild.
Yeah, and I know Gimmer also said on Twitter it might work on like a couple other characters. It all comes down to the footstool animation, right? But of course, and this was day one. Gimmer found this day one, which is like absolutely nutty. Gimmer always finds some stuff out with footstool too. Even though they nerfed footstool in Ultimate, man, Gim's still out here. Yeah, this is crazy. And I mean, so many times, I mean, throughout this video, you notice like there's so many like stun / like electric type moves that Kazuya has access to that really opens up the floodgates to all these kind of things. So any moves with those kind of properties, if you're familiar with even like say back in Smash 4 days, there was a custom T-Jolt that had the kind of like an electric property that there was an infinite with and all that other jazz. So yeah, very similar to that. And yeah, I mean, we'll see if there's any more characters. Obviously this matchup, Inkling traditionally does well against fighting game characters, but getting hit once like this could be an equalizer for Kazuya in this matchup. So yeah, this is actually like a pretty important character for Kazuya to have an infinite available.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. It's crazy. And again, man, even though, we'll see how many other characters this will work on. But again, it's important to note that this means you're jumping out of shield. Granted, Kazuya's jump squat is longer than everyone else, right? It's a frame 7 jump squat. So either way, you could do this out of footstool. If you're doing a footstool, I mean, that's still like pretty good in terms of overall frames. And go into the side B, go into the trip, go into electric, and do a smash, and that's still like 50-60%. So potentially certain characters will get killed by this, by getting hit by footstool, and the side B from like 30-40%. So that's important to mention as well. You don't necessarily need that infinite to get a kill with this thing. It's insane.
Yeah, and I've been getting like mixed answers on Twitter. Like some people say it's frame 6, some people say it's frame 7 jump squat. I mean, nonetheless, you know, it's like over double or double the usual. The standard jump squat is 3. So, but yeah, still very applicable no matter what, whether it be 6 or 7 out of shield. That's still pretty quick. So. Yeah, this is just super solid. Can't wait to like see it used in tournament. Obviously, a little execution barrier, but yeah, I think it's definitely possible. All right, so here, with of course, Kazuya has the command dash, and you can do a bunch of cancels. You can cancel your dash. Here, Gimmer's showing a technique you can use with the C stick as well, and yeah, you pretty much can wave dash. So
yeah,
and it's crazy. Like this stuff is stronger than wave dashing too, because you are like invincible / inkling dashing. You know what I mean? So this is pretty nuts, and like how accessible and easy it is. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's pretty dang good. It's cool. Gimmer and a couple others found this out kind of early on. This is one of the first things I was messing with too, because I wanted to see what would happen with his extended dash, because I thought it would be good for him. And then it's like, lo and behold, you realize that just doing your extended dash input, for a lot of people, that's just forward and C-stick down. You're buffering, it'll just buffer crouch dash for you. So it's really, really good. It allows you to mess around too with his backdash stuff, where if you do a diagonal down backdash, you can get a slide backwards as well. So it's really, really going to have, this character's going to have insane movement, right? As we learn more tech to optimize. But I think this is going to be one of the hallmarks there, because now you're not wasting so many inputs to do the crouch dash. You can get a buffered, perfect like crouch dash, like multiple very, very quickly. So yeah, this is really, really good. And yeah, one of the best moves in the game comes out of this crouch dash. So,
ding, ding, ding! You got it. The electric punch also comes out of this invincible dash that is very accessible. And I mean, I think that's the reason, one of the main reasons why I wanted to go over this clip particularly, just because it's like very accessible, right? Where it's like very accessible, very practical, and it's even more practical because like the main move you want to hit is from this command dash. So, just incredibly strong.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious because I felt like I could do it a couple times, but I need to still look if there's a way that, because of this input with the doing it with the crouch dash because you're using the extended dash, I'm wondering if you can actually buffer an electric out of this.
Yeah, that would be phenomenal.
That would be insane. So I'm sure it's probably still a just frame type thing because of just the nuance of it, but man, pretty wild. All right, and so we got this tech. This is super sick, coming from Markman, who's an OG Tekken player, legend in the FGC. And so what you see he's doing here, he's doing the move. It's the down tilt for Kazuya. It's also called Neji Uriken. And essentially, Tekken, you can cancel this move. And in Smash, you can do it as well, right? So you can cancel it with the shield, or you can also cancel it with a grab, because grab input is a combination button as well. So you can go instantly into grab, which is pretty sick. Yeah, this is actually insane, because if you guys remember, there's he has invincibility on this move. This turnaround, he is invincible. Like, he's intangible. He just jams it. So this is very, very important.
Yeah. Essentially another way to just set yourself up with armor or invincibility while closing the gap, and then from there you're able to go for a grab, which kind of just like out of the command dash. But there's just more utility here, because that you don't want to get hit by his down tilt, because that's the one that trips, right?
This one doesn't trip, but what happens is it has insane stun, so much so that there's a lot of situations from low to mid percent. As high as you go, you still fall down into a tech position.
Okay.
Do anything about it. Like it's actually insane. It definitely got a hit stun multiplier. And there's only a few moves in the game that have a hit stun multiplier like that. So yeah, it's pretty strong there, and it's like, so you have to respect the move because it can combo into a lot of things and set up tech chases that are easy to read because of little auto turnaround. And And it's like, oh, I can go for a mix-up here, and from that mix-up, I can go into a grab, I can go into electric, which again is safe. It's a lot of things. So this is a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And as you can see, like the grab into down throw into electric punch, it's that's also really powerful setup. So just having more ways to set up into that outside of the command dash is really sick, and also just like having a very threatful move behind it that you're canceling as well. Like the move you're canceling has a lot of threat too, so you don't have to be like, oh, like I don't have to care about that move. Like you do, right? So it's the combination of the threat and what it leads into is so strong.
Yeah, you're gonna have some good mix-ups on this one for sure. I mean, I think that you're gonna see, obviously, you're gonna see different grabs, right? Whether it's a regular grab or like Hell's Gate, stuff like that. Or Rage Art, and you're going to see stuff where they're just going to go into a crouch dash into electric, or they may just do the cancel and immediately go into a forward smash that has armor, up smash that has armor. So this is going to be used to get this is going to be a good counter thing, especially if you see people who are going to try to land on you, right? You could just do this into and then punish the cooldown with an up smash or forward smash. Like, this is going to be really strong, in my opinion.
Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the Twitter Tech Roundup for today. Kazuya has a bunch of crazy stuff, as we all thought he would. The movement, the combos, the electric, there's a bunch of stuff that they did a great job transferring over from Tekken, so shout out to Sakurai. But if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And until next time, class dismissed.